Hi, I'm Lauren from LSP Actions. Welcome to this micro tutorial using the LSP golden overlays in Photoshop. If you want to watch the main tutorial, that's video number 1, the overview where I show you how to download, unzip, extract and install the Photoshop actions and the overlays. In this tutorial, beautiful image on my screen by Anna Brandt. First thing I'm going to do is use Darken Background Painter. And this is just going to dark the background down because these overlays work much better on darker backgrounds. The darker the background, the more vibrant and bold the overlay will be. Photoshop makes a selection for you and I think it's done a great job with this selection here. But you know, you can go in and mask this if you want. It's more of a quick fix for you, but you might find, for example, toes and things, it might not do well. So I'm just going to slide this up, get that background nice and dark. Then I'm going to zoom in down here because look, just as I suspected, it's not done quite so well masking the toes. So I'm going to grab a brush on white because I want to add to this mask. I don't want to take away. Nice little brush, make it nice and small. And I'm just going to turn the flow up. I'm just going to manually come in with a little bit of masking. It's worth taking a moment to get your masking right in the beginning, otherwise you might forget. Or is that just me? You can change your brush size, your brush hardness, whatever you need to do to you know, match the kind of area. If you're masking a very blurry area, make sure your brush is soft. If you're masking an in focus area, you want to make sure your brush is harder and firmer. So match the brush to the area, the edge that I say that you want to mask. You can also use Photoshop's other inbuilt selection tools. Remember, these actions will only properly work on Photoshop Creative Cloud, which most of you are on by now. If you are still on Elements, it might be time to upgrade because Photoshop Creative Cloud does everything you need it to. Okay, so now we've darkened the background down, ready to receive our ring overlay. I'm just going to use a soft brush. I'm just going to bring a little bit of that darkness in around her hair. Just to make sure our edge is nice and neat. Now I'm going to choose golden overlay with layers. I really like using the layers because it's got everything I need in it. If you want to just add it in and do your own masking, or if you're on Elements, use Simple. So let's choose our overlay. It's just playing out. And which one shall we go for this beautiful angel image? I mean, it is an angel shot, so I'm going to go for moon eclipse and see how that one works. You can always try a few of these. Just rotating it round to kind of match the light a bit in our image and deciding where the roundness should follow. If you look into things like the Fibonacci, the golden ratio, you kind of, the bump is here and it's, you know, imagine it's a snail shell kind of curling around like this if I'm explaining properly. So rather than sticking it up here, you want to kind of really match that ratio of your image. Doing it by eye is fine. You know, we don't need to measure this out. So you can see that's gone on beautifully, but it has gone over the wings a little bit. I'm just going to use this layer mask that's already been created. You can control and click to select that one. And then I'm going to use a black brush, clicking on this other mask here, because it's all about the masking. Masks are like lottery scratch cards. Black means hide, and white means show. So I'm just using a bit of black to hide the ring there. Or you can not make a selection if that, if you're not used to doing that, it's a little bit complicated for you. Just grab a brush, black or white, and paint. At any point, you can go back, make sure you're on, not on the mask, on the actual layer thumbnail. And you can move this around still. So you can move this to where you think you'd like it to go. You can, you know, change the size. You can make it bigger or smaller. You can even delete it and add another one. Entirely up to you. I'm going to use the colour change option that's been created for us by turning it on, double clicking the little thumbnail. And I'm just going to take the saturation down a little bit. Maybe even a bit pinker because I want it to match the tones in the image by eye. Just going to close that down. Add contrast to the golden ring, so I'm going to add a little bit of that. And take my brush flow right back down again and just dab a little of this in. I might change the opacity of the colour layer too. Don't worry too much if you know, if I'm going too fast. Just pause it, have a go. And do watch tutorial number 1 where it gets you all set up and ready to go. I'm going to use a little painter shadow and just darken this area here. Glow paint, we don't need it for this one. I'm going to finish with mini pop. You can even have bonus warm filter, but I'm going to just turn the opacity down a little bit. So there's our before image and our after. And that's purely using the Golden Overlay Applicator pack, the Photoshop Actions, and the Golden Overlays. And you can watch the other tutorials for more information about how to use these and more watch over my shoulder edits. But to set up, do watch tutorial number 1. I'm Lauren, thanks for watching.